tonight is the annual Giants of Africa game. The foundation hosting Dream Big Weekend, which kicks off here tonight. This evening will feature in-game presentations showcasing African culture in celebration of GOA's 20th anniversary to show you how much of an impact this organization has had.
To have such an amazing non-for-profit organization like Masai's and Giants of Africa and such a strong bond to an NBA team. That doesn't really happen very often. It's the buy-in and the connection that you find with the coaches, with the staff, with the auxiliary people, where there's a vested interest and sort of a care for what happens at GOA for Raptor staffers, and the same thing for GOA people who care about the Raptors because they're from the city, they're from here. So you see this mutual sort of sense of like, we're in it together, we're working in basketball together in this great space and really loving what's happening on the continent.
It's really cool to just take time out and bring everybody who's part of growth of the game on the continent, take stock in everything that we've done and all the people that have helped. It's just special to see sort of everybody get a weekend to spend some time, because when we're over there working, it's pretty intensive. You don't really get a lot of time to sit back and reflect.
Masai is one of the people that I've always looked up to just because of what he's contributed not only to Canada as far as basketball, but also just for putting on for Africa. Seeing the initiatives that he's provided to kids on the continent is inspiring to me. Just meeting him in person, I got some of that energy.
What up, man?
What's up, baby? Hey. You know my son Jackson, right?
What's up, man?
How are you? Thank you for having us.
Long time, man.
Yeah.
Good night.
It's great.
What's up, buddy?
You, man. African night. You did my DNA.
Okay.
So my father's side, the region known as Cameroon. My mother's side, Sierra Leone. The region now known as Sierra Leone. Nah. Tell your guys, what's that, 419? What's it called? I'm going for that, man.
You know, I think if you look at GOA's timeline and its history, it's really, there's an energy that's always present. Anyone that's ever been to a program knows that it's filled with energy, and that energy carries things forward. I think that's allowed it to have the longevity that it's had. Not many organizations can sustain for as long as this one has. And I think because there's so much energy each and every time there's programming, that then fits with the Raptors kind of culture, right? And that fits with like what people in Toronto love as well. And there's an energy that that when the Raptors play, and the diversity and the multiculturalism and like the international component of the Raptors fits the same thing with GOA.
Are you ready?
Yeah!
Are you ready?
Yeah!
Are you ready?
Yeah!
All right, all the way through. Ready? Stand!
Defense!
Louder! Stand!
Defense!
Fire!
Anybody that spends time around Masai out of the NBA season, they see sort of how much of his time that he gives to this foundation and how passionate he is about it.
Sometimes you need a little bit of luck, and you need somebody to help you. We in Africa must win. Africa must win.
Masai's one of these people where it probably would have got here with or without any help, just because he was going to drive it and make sure that it was in its proper place. But at the same time, having the success of winning an NBA champion and having African coaches, African front office executives, African players, and us almost being Africa's team, I think that was really, really special, and that was something that we'll hold on to for a long time.
Hi guys, my name is Myrah, and my big dream in life is to empower Africa, and I'm going to do this by empowering the youth, because Africa has the youngest population. 60% of Africans are under 25. So my biggest dream is to just become maybe the president of the African Union, or just be a very big diplomat for Africa as a whole and bring us together. It's not the East versus the West or the South, it's just Africa.
The camp goes very, very quickly. I had a moment to speak, and I spoke about my dreams and my passions for Africa, and someone told me this is exactly what Masai says to us, this is exactly what Masai speaks about. And so the first time that I met Masai was the last day of the camp, and he literally reiterated what I had said the time that I gave my speech, and he pointed at me, and I'll never forget this, and he said, 69, I'm looking at you. You have to change Africa. We are challenging you.
name the place in Africa. It could be war-torn, it could be in bad social status, civil unrest, and the experience that they'll give to those kids is just top quality. It's almost showing people, young people on the continent, the level that you should operate at and the level that you should expect to operate at. And I think that's really what makes GOA so special. It puts that into those kids that, hey, we're from here and this is how you operate. And I think that's the really special thing that Masai translates to those kids.
Hey, hey. Okay, hey. Giants on 3. 1, 2, 3. Giants! All right.
This is Giants of Africa's 20-year anniversary, and I think there was no way I could miss this. And so I definitely reached out, and they said, of course, there's a place for you. And so they've just launched the Lift a Giant campaign. And I think it's so important that I could definitely be a voice for the youth, for people who are abroad to hear about this story. So this is how I got involved, just making sure that I'm someone who can relate the stories and just do storytelling for people to understand what Giants of Africa is all about.
I think it's important. The celebration is also awareness, right? It's for people who maybe have never been to Africa. And so this is their kind of gateway to look at some of the stories and understand all the diversity of experience that goes on the continent. I think that was one thing, you know, having not been to Africa before, for me, it's just such a mind-blowing place of diversity of thought and experience and all these cultures. And I think the nights like this are really important to celebrate that and start to open people's eyes about that experience of being on the continent and wanting to support that and support young people.
Looking back from when I was at the camp to where it's at now and how much it was impacted is really, really big. Not just in the lives of the kids, but their family and the community in turn, and the nation and continent all together.
It's so important to pause and to celebrate to see how far you've come, but also I think it's so important to get all the energies in the room, to recognize each other. I think it's the fuel that feeds everyone, but also it really shows the impact of the collective work, and it also inspires others who would like to come and join the journey.
Sports is a great avenue to get youth involved, and then outside of that, you lead into education, you lead into creating economic opportunity for people too.
They're not doing those camps just for people to play in the NBA. They're doing those camps, you know, so that whatever they do in life, they become successful. You know, just teach them those values in life. I think like Masai is doing a great job with that.
See everybody now, because of what's going on around the world, people are scared to speak. Yeah. Why not scared to speak? Because we feel strongly, and we do the right thing, and we want to be good people. And we want to be good to people. And that's why I say thank you. And thank you to all of you. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for supporting. I look for the next 20 years. I always look for the next 20 years. What's ahead? And it's nothing other than winning. Winning will give all of us opportunity. I love you guys. God bless you guys. Thanks for always coming to support Giants of Africa. Thank you.
Masai, I'd like to say thank you so much. Not from me, but from like the whole continent.
Thank you. Thank you on behalf of all the kids, from myself, on behalf of all the kids from all over the continent of Africa, and the families, and that he's been able to touch. It's big, it's very important for them, and just continuing to, do God's work, and a lot more blessings.
Please put your hands together for Boyz II Men!
To Masai, I just say, keep going. I'm just so proud of all the work that he's done and all the other people that are on the ground, working hard, working day after day to kind of make this program work.
He's literally breaking barriers in terms of putting women at the forefront, teaching kids things that we don't get taught, and especially when he had the festival, when he had, I think, 16, 17 countries in one place. We don't do that in Africa. We don't mix. We are divided by different borders that we didn't put for ourselves. So him just bringing a basketball to unite us is something we don't do. So thank you so much for doing something that politics couldn't, but sports can. So thank you.
Thank you for not only inspiring the African youth on the continent to dream bigger, but inspiring every single one of us who have had the pleasure and the honor of being in your presence to dream big.
I'm a dreamer. I'm a dreamer. I'm a dreamer. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm a giant. 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 I'm a dreamer. I'm a dreamer. I'm a dreamer. I'm a giant. I'm a giant. I'm a giant.
Are we about to witness
baby's first words? Let's hear them!
Oh, drowned out by the blender. Rookie move.
Oh, so sad. Audio Magic Eraser?
You kidding me?
Hello! Pixel in the clutch! Share that with Grandma.
Google Pixel 8.
Even better with Bell.